Uganda as a country now has a lot of experiences where land has been grabbed by rich people.
The people in this region do not have any evidence to show that they are owners of their land. Indeed, one question was asked to them that if you were to have a court case, what would you show in court? Would you carry your land and take it to court? And they all acknowledge that they do not have legal documentation.
We have been having so many cases of land problems in this sub-county. I want to believe with the registration now at hand, if people can embrace this with both hands and do it as expected, I am very, very sure the issues of land disputes will come to an end.
The first challenge I can talk about the customary owned land was, in the first place, it used to be owned by the whole community. That was the first challenge. The whole community could own land and they could call it clan so-and-so's land. So where you get all the people of that clan using that land and they could not be demarcated.
We realized from the previous interventions in this sub-county that the biggest challenge is limited information. Limited information on their land rights, or the processes and procedures for land registration specifically. So we had it in mind that we need to come back to this community and try to give them this credible information.
But due to our patriarchy setting and due to the power that always engages with our communities, you find that most of the women have been chased away from their land.
Traditionally, we don't own land because they believed that women are wealth creators for the clan or for the tribe for them. The moment a girl is born, they believe that one is wealth for them. And then after that, they come and marry the girl. The girl is supposed to acquire land now at the husband's place, not at their father's place.
Land that is supposed to be a resource, again, it's being misused for other reasons that are not helping family. So yes, the gender-based violence is rampant, and the economic and land bit is very common.
Lack of legal documentation for all the customary owners. They are not aware of the law, what it provides, and the processes for acquiring this legal documentation. Then there is also another challenge where leases were issued in some of the areas, but the leases have expired, and the communities do not know what to do, do not know the fate, do not know what is going to happen. So it has also become a very big challenge that they are expired leases and they do not know whom those leases were given to.
Cultural rigidities we have as people of Lubara. We think that women are not supposed to own land when the constitution is very clear and the land policy is very clear that each and every person has the right to own land. I want to appeal to the people of Logiri that please and please, after today's engagement with the ESAF and the Action Aid, let us have it in our minds that our daughters, our sisters have the right, our wives have the right to own land.
Over 75% of our agriculture is being done by the women, but most of these women are having what we call user rights. They do not have ownership rights, and yet anyone can own land. These women are putting in a lot of energy to make sure that we have enough food in our homes, enough food on the market, enough food in our country, but they have been mistreated and all they have is user rights. Women do not succeed or do not take over land from their husbands. That has also really come out. The men don't even put in their will women to own land, even if they have worked with them for all these years. The moment they die, it's either their brothers or the male figures in their families that come and take up this land.
The sooner we start on it, the better, because without legal documentation, you cannot access courts of law to show ownership. You cannot access finance to get loans. Even PDM cannot register it as an incumbency because you don't have any legal documentation. So this is the beginning of preparing communities to give them the documents they come to be able to interface with the outside world as they move from living in the subsistence economies that they have been in, now to transform and move to the market-driven economy.
Women are very low on reporting cases for so many reasons, by the way. One of them is this cultural aspect. We have a custom here. It's called Aruba. It limits reporting cases beyond the home setting. So that means if something happens, they expect you to first handle it at a home setting, the family, the culture. Like before you step out to go to maybe FIDA, step out to go to police or court. So if you choose to go to court or police or FIDA or any other person outside there to resolve the dispute, they say it affects the children. The children will fall sick eventually, die. And worst of all, expected to please by paying a fine. And we shall continue working with the cultural institution to ensure that at least at some point they remove that cultural barrier. They remove that barrier to access justice. Let a person be free to report a case. Let them be free to fight for themselves and save their lives. Because today it may be a single slap, and next time they will report. They will die in the process. That's why people don't report cases. Women don't report cases. They choose to keep quiet.
We're able to identify a group of people, area land committees, the LCs. We've been able to train them on their roles, what they're supposed to do when it comes to resolution of land conflicts.
Such awareness, they will bring, they will open people's minds to understand why a man and a woman should be able to own land and how they can own it and how they can even live on that land harmoniously.
The title is a title. Under the freehold system, a freehold certificate is issued. Under the customary, a certificate of customary ownership is issued. The two carry the same weight.